Hello, I am Mary Hynes with the Improvisation News Team. Today we have someone very special, Mr. Michael Gellman. He is the former artistic director at the Second City in both Toronto and New York City, and is presently a senior staff member at the Second City in Chicago, and he's written a book, Process.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Good. Thank you for doing this.
All of the things you could have dedicated your life to, why improvisation?
They paid me. It's true. I wanted to go into theater, and I was 16, and I passed by a little storefront theater in Minneapolis, and I saw a guy named Pat Proft, who later went on to write like Airplane and stuff like that, and Pat was doing An Old Man in the Window. I thought that looked cool. So I went in and said, I want a job. And they said, can you build stuff? And I said, yeah. And they said, okay, build the theater seats and platforms. I went, okay. And I just kept working. And then they gave me a job. And actually, it was my mother. She was so cool. My mother said, if you really want to try theater, why don't you go try working in it for the summer and see if you still want to do it? Because she was hoping I wouldn't. I mean, I've been very, very, very incredibly fortunate to be able to do what I love to do in life for my entire life.
How does one stay open to inspiration without blocking it by your ego?
Oh, wow.
I know, right?
Yeah, well, so much that. There's a thought I had from another thing in life, and that was you are doing exactly what it is you are supposed to do at this moment by virtue of the fact that you're doing it. And that's kind of a cool thing. I mean, if there is such a thing as like a God, then what is that higher God's will? And if it is in fact just that you are doing it because you are doing it. And if you go left instead of right, then maybe that's what you're supposed to be doing. So if you're improvising and you are thinking about what it is you're doing, you're probably not connected well enough to whatever divine force there might or might not be. Mm-hmm. So that's how I look at it anyway. That to trust that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And maybe a year from now, you'll be doing something much different and maybe even better and more skilled. But right now, you're doing exactly what it is you're capable of doing at this moment, and trust it, and not second guess yourself. That's hard to do, not second guess yourself.
It is really hard.
Because there's like, out here there's an audience, and there's people watching you, and you begin to judge yourself and have doubt, lots and lots of self-doubt, and maybe you can make it funnier or better. And how can you make it funnier? Oh shit, they're not laughing, fuck, I better say something. Shit, can I say fuck?
What do you do when your scene partner, either accidentally or on purpose, disregards your offer?
Anytime someone does anything on stage, it's an offer. If I am in character and I emotionally react to that, if I react to anything you do, no matter what it is, then I'm not in judgment of what you're doing, I'm just reacting to it. Mm-hmm. There is no bad offer, there's only what someone does. And if I am reacting to it honestly, it doesn't matter what you do. So I can't sit in judgment of whether you're good or bad, or whether the audience if I'm in judgment while I'm improvising, I can't do the work. There is my inability to be in reaction to it. There's my inability to deal with it. But that's my problem, not yours. Anything you bring, I should be able to deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Gellman. You are joining us at the Underground Mixer with Improvisation News, where you too can be seen and heard every Saturday at the Triple Crown. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Mary.